Okay, I'm back at the mill stream today. This is where I came on my first trip once my hip was able to allow me to. Anyway, a bit different today. There was only one car in the car park, so last time I came here it was absolutely packed. So I seem to have the whole place to myself, the mill stream and probably all the other stretches as well. But we'll give it a go here. I'm back in the same spot as I fished last time, which has been very reliable in the past. There's probably a little bit of extra water in here today, so a little bit more coloured, so be interesting to see how we go. Anyway, enough of the chat. I'll get myself fishing and we'll see what happens. I'm on the head cam now, so hopefully the wind noise won't be as much as a problem. It's been a very windy few weeks. Not quite as bad today, but still quite blustery. I'll start off with the cheese paste and we'll see what happens. I've also brought bread flake. That's all I brought today. Cheese paste and bread flake. So it's obviously a chub day. See how we go. Also remembered the rod rest this time. Hopefully it'll make life a little bit easier. Alright, let's see how we go. You'll notice since the last time I was here the trees have shed their leaves and that rod rest is a bit too low. Something's having a nibble at it. It's quite a big bit of cheese paste, so there's definitely something had a nibble at it. Perhaps that's all I'm going to get. Okay, let's try with the bread flake. Perhaps a big chunk of cheese paste was a bit too much for them. There's certainly something interested, but it's very, very tentative. It's strange really, I fished this spot many times and I've caught chub many times, but every so often you seem to get nothing. It's just dead. And I've got a sneaking feeling that today might be such an occasion. Well, not a very auspicious start. I've just managed to lose all my terminal tackle. I just caught the edge of that branch as I cast, and that was enough. It was well and truly wrapped round it, and that was the end of that. So we're not doing very well. The idea was to go back on cheese paste, but let's see how we go. The top's pulling round, but I think it might be streamer weed. It's not that sort of sudden pull. I think it's just caught on streamer weed. A very small margin between a good cast and a cast in the branches. That's the trouble. Oh, that was a good pull. That was a very firm pull. Not to be repeated, it looks like. It looks like I should have struck on that pull. Not sure I'm going to get anything else. Oh well. Well, at least there's something down there. Yep, this is a repeat performance of the pool I fished last week. Taps on the line, but not enough to strike on. At last, I hooked one of them, and even though it was only a tap, it's a reasonable fish. Yeah, he's not happy. He's not happy. That's obviously what's biting. Okay. Lovely conditioned fish, just not very big. Let's put him back a little bit further down. Oh well, we've broke the duck, that's the main thing I suppose. Going on a bit of break flake now just for a change. Certainly very tentative bites, they're not the sort of bites I would expect from chub, but there we go. Yeah. Well, I think perhaps I'll have to turn the video off because I'm taking a lot of footage here with really not a lot happening, so I'll have to try and flick it on if I get a fish. It's always better to get the bite and the whole action, but it's really a bit slow today. And now that was definitely, oh no, it's a bit of weed. I really thought that was a bite. On the basis that if there's a decent chub in the swim, it's probably going to take what you offer it, providing you haven't scared it, fairly quickly. I decided to move because things were very slow in the last spot, and I was getting taps but nothing I could hit. So I've moved to the head of the stream, which looks inviting, but only time will tell. Last time I was here, a pike either took my cheese paste or took whatever had taken my cheese paste and rather fouled things up a bit, but I'm hoping today we may be able to pick up something, but we'll have to see. Water is not high enough again. Oh, that was a pull. Again, nothing I could hook. Right, I've moved a bit further forward so I can keep the line out a bit further. Trouble is, I think it's quite a lot of flow here, so the bait's moving around a bit without necessarily the fish pulling. I think that might have been a touch. Again, I think I'm striking too soon. I'm getting so paranoid with these little touches. I think the thing to do here, because my thing is not really high enough, so I'll use the landing net as a prop. Well, I didn't get the bite for you, but finally hit one of these little knocks. Oh, I forgot to extend my landing net when I got here. Oh, that's a bit stupid. Probably just about get him in. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like last week, they're little chublets, and they're very difficult to hit, as you can see, just in the lip there. Okay, let's get you a bit more light. Stop wriggling. I'm not doing very well here, am I? Come on. Right. Yeah, just a little chublet. No wonder I can't hook them. Got to extend my landing net when I arrived. A bit stupid. It's another beautiful November day today. Not quite as warm as last week, but yeah, it's very, very, very autumny and very peaceful. So let's see if we can get another one of these. Perhaps we can encourage a bigger one to take our bait. The shot and the bait, oh, that was a snap straight away. I'm rolling around with the with the flow of the water, but that is definitely a bite. But again, it's fidgety. That last fish was literally just hooked in the lip. It was, they're certainly not taking it down with a whoosh. Just have to hope there's some bigger cousins down there that are going to actually waft it down. Hooray, at last we've hooked one. Be careful here because they get into the reeds. Ah, that explains something. It's a roach. Not chub at all. She's placed in a number 6 hook, would you believe it? Perhaps I ought to be changing my hook and going down in the bait. So that's why I can't hook you, your roach. Oh well. Well, as I know they're roach now, or at least some of them are roach, I've gone down to a 12 hook from a 6, put on a smaller piece of paste, and let's see if we can have some sport with the roach. And there might be some decent ones in amongst them. It's 2 o'clock, I got here about 11, so we've had 3 hours. We've had a couple of small chub and a roach. I had dropped down to a 12 hook and a smaller piece of paste in the last spot, but even doing that, I'm afraid the roach, I assume they were roach, defeated me. I was getting the knocks, but I couldn't hook anything. So I've come back to the first spot again, which has had a bit of a rest, and I'll try in here for a very short while, just to see if it's recovered and see if I can pick up another chub perhaps. But please charge it in time. Video battery's running out. I've swapped over to my body cam, which I keep in the bag. I don't use it much these days. It's not as good as the head cam because the perspective is not as good, and it can move around a bit when it's just clipped onto the coat. So, but as the other one's packed up, this is all I've got. I'm back to, as I said, I'm back to the first spot, and I'm not getting a touch here. But what I have noticed is that the level of the water seems to have dropped. I can now see the bottom on the far side as clear as anything, and I couldn't see that when I was here earlier. Oh, my friendly swans coming down there. Anyway, I'm not getting a touch here, so things are not looking that bright really. I don't know why the fish are not feeding, but they seem not to be feeding. Yeah, not getting a touch here. So, I don't know. Well, that's it for today. Not a very successful day really. A couple of small chub and a roach, but really hard work. The wind once again has been really strong, and it's now getting quite cold, the wind, so I'm calling it a day. I came up to the pool by the road here, but I didn't get anything. A couple of taps. It's a story of my day really, just lots of taps, but nothing in the way of decent fish. A guy walked past me as I was walking down to this swim and said he had spoken to the guy fishing in the weir pool who had just had a 6-pound chub. So at least somebody had some success. Yeah, also my battery ran out on my head cam because I kept it going too long, which was my mistake. I tried to supplement the footage with a body cam that I have, but I'm not quite sure how that worked out. I'll include whatever's worth including at the end, and that may be next to nothing. But that's it, I'm afraid. So as usual, thank you for watching if you got this far, and it's goodbye for now, and hopefully next time it'll be a bit more successful. Cheers.